This is the giant of a man, Gенri Akimwande, of Nigerian descent. Comes out of Lewisham in South London and making his first appearance in the north of England against more or less a local boy here, Lancastrian gypsy Johnny Fьюри. And if Fьюri takes too many more right hands like that, he won't be around too long. Akimwande, he'll be 26 on Saturday. He stands round about 6 feet 6 inches. And in fact, I'm not so sure he isn't slightly even taller than that. Fьюri is 6'4", but for once meeting a man taller than himself. Akimwande, if you follow boxing closely, you'll know that he was twice an amateur champion, ABA champion. He boxed in the Seoul Olympics, and now he's had 11 successive wins. Up with a good left from Fьюri, paying Akimwande back for that earlier right. Akimwande has now won 11 as a pro, 7 of them inside the distance. Fьюri has also had 11 pro fights, but won only 8 of them. And also, as you know, is an eliminator for the British heavyweight title, currently held by Lennox Lewis, the man who disposed of Glenn McCrory a few days ago, very quickly and dramatically. Lennox Lewis, of course, born in London but brought up in Canada, and is now the British and European heavyweight champion. One of these two is going to move on, perhaps to fight Lewis one day. Akimwande on the right against Fьюri from Haslingden, just north of Bolton in Lancashire. Well, for big men, and they are big men, they're only a shade, each of them, a shade under 16 stone. They've gone off at a really amazing pace, and there's no way they'll get through 10 rounds at this sort of pace. Akimwande starts a firm favourite to win this. Fьюri has been a pro now for 4 years, but has very limited experience, and certainly hasn't got the sort of international experience that Akimwande has acquired over the years. And Akimwande's fast punching and accurate punching, one has to say, is clearly winning him this opening round, very clearly. On the southpaw, gypsy Johnny Fьюri perhaps already knows that he's got a tough task ahead of him. Referee Thomas from Derby, as the bell ends the first 3 minutes with Akimwande here. Akimwande comes out of Lewisham in southeast London now, born in Dulwich, also in South London, and lived for a time with his parents in Nigeria. And he came back to this country, and he's done some studying as an agricultural student. Second round, and Akimwande again, moving straight into the attack. Fьюri's counters are pretty wild, and there's a great deal of difference between the quality of punching. Akimwande's is quick and sharp, and Fьюri's has a touch of desperation and wildness about it. Akimwande putting together some nice-looking combinations against this man who's never been stopped as a pro. Fьюri hasn't had a fight since February. He stopped an Italian there, Cesare Di Benedetto, at Thornaby in Lancs. He outpointed him in 10 rounds. Akimwande last fought in June against the American Marshall Tillman in Nice, and outpointed him over 8 rounds. Come on, John, move us. Keep it going, neck on him. Not a bad win against Tillman, because Marshall Tillman only last month took James Bone Crusher Smith into the final round of a 10-rounder before being stopped. It's a good left hand again from Fьюри, and Akенванде felt it, so it's not entirely one-sided. Fьюri now getting a big cheer from this Lancastrian crowd at the GMEX Centre in Manchester. These two fighting an eliminator for the British Heavyweight Championship.
Break! Stand back! Let him go, Fьюri. That's it. Straight in again.
The reach, this extraordinary reach of Akенwande's is proving a huge problem. So we move into the third round of a fast-paced heavyweight contest. Akenvande weighing 15 stone 13 1/4 pounds. Just 3/4 of a pound under 16 stone. And John Fьюri is a couple of pounds lighter than that. So they're very big men. But as so often these days, the big men move around the ring a good deal faster and on more nimble feet than they did 20 or 30 years ago. And a lot of that is due to the Muhammad Ali influence. Akenvande had an astonishing amateur record. He actually appeared in 4 ABA finals. He was runner-up in the first 2 and then won the next 2. Again the left hand from the southpaw Fьюri. But the rate of exchange is very much against Fьюri, and that was a beautiful little right hand. And Fьюri may be about to be stopped for the first time in his career. And he's certainly not going to beat this count. He's absolutely out. Counted out in the third round. And that's a very impressive win by Akenvande.
Gentlemen, please, after 1 minute, 32 seconds of round 3, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a very quick right hand.
Genri Akенvande.
That's the one. Look at that. That is as good a heavyweight right hand as you'll see. It really was. And for a strong man like Fьюri to be completely knocked out by one punch.